Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
How you guys doing? The old Clairmeister here. Today, we're going to learn why they call me Captain Capitalism, or why I called myself Captain Capitalism and other people kind of followed suit. Get an email from Sandman, the famous, or the number one famous MGTOW channel guy. He says, I don't know if you've been paying attention to the great MGTOW demonetization, but are you interested in running ads on my videos? All the MGTOW channels have been demonetized, and what I'm doing is I'm selling spots and ads, 15-20 seconds in each video for, I don't know what it was, $15-$20 each spot. And I said, hell yeah, I'm interested, hell yeah. Because I've been advocating this for probably 6, 7, maybe even 8 years. And maybe it's just my entrepreneurial hustle, maybe it's just my desire to never be poor again. Maybe it's just I don't want to depend on other people. Maybe I'm always looking for different revenue streams. But I was like, you can watch every video I have right now, and you'll see I have an intro, as I did to this one, advertising asshole consulting, and I have all my books and images at the tail end. Just 2 standard files I have that when I chop up the video up front and at the end. And then when I do my podcast, I have sponsors. Now, a lot of that is common sense to me, maybe because of my capitalistic entrepreneurial psychology, but I also worked in radio, and I understand why you have sponsors. And I remember when there was a demonetization, there was a purging once before. I think Davis Rini had his channel monetized. I mean, that one time. But there's a flood of them. A lot of people are getting their videos demonetized, their channels demonetized, and people were, oh my God, da, 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 da. I said, guys, you're the one with the asset. Google has a platform, but you are the ones with the asset. You have the audience. People tune into you. You know, it's like a pastor in a congregation, a church. They go to that church to hear you, to hear that pastor, and they put money in the donation plate. So you don't need YouTube's monetization. There are other ways you can monetize. Even since that time, you have things like Streamlabs. Even Google came out with Super Chats, although they're taking them away because, again, YouTube is the crazy bipolar woman you dated in your 20s. Always changing. But I said, why don't you put ads on your channel, because you still get the eyeballs. Take ads. And I went out and I banged on doors, and I even put together a video. I think I was very angry, because I was walking around trying to give people money. That's really what I was trying to, I want to give you money. And people would not either email me back. You never hear from them. But then the same people go up in arms when they lose their monetization. There are only a handful of people that were professional enough to email me back. And I can't even call it wise or smart enough, although I guess by today's standards, maybe it was. They were smart enough to say, yeah, I want money. Terrence Pop, one of them. Redonkulous.com. Look him up, Terrence Pop. Who else do I run ads on? I tried to contact the Dick Show. I didn't hear back from him. Who else was? I run ads on different sites. Anyway, the larger point was, I started offering Cappy the Whore for, hey, do you want to run ads on my? You could pay me $50 a month, and I'll promote your product. So there's all this tumult and chaos and craziness. And I wanted to tip my hat and point out that Sandman has the solution. Sandman is right. And to applaud Sandman, because that's exactly the business model that you guys should be pursuing, and is the solution to not be dependent on YouTube. You still got a channel. You still have, quote, the airwaves. You still have the asset. You just have to run some ads and some spot copy. And so maybe explaining it in a different way, I think, maybe if we had an economics lesson, I'll explain it in a different way. I think all the, not just MGTOW YouTubers, but all YouTubers, all content creators, will understand the true nature of this business, this industry that you're in. Because I honestly think the day will come that YouTube will no longer have monetization. it doesn't pay them to have you to pay you. They're going to whittle it down. They're going to whittle down the price. That they're just going to. I just think that's inevitable. You should not operate from any kind of premise you think you're going to make money long term from YouTube's monetization of their ads. I think they're just going to purge everyone. But let me explain the true model that you're in so that you realize how you generate your own income. It doesn't matter whether YouTube monetizes your channel or not. You're not dependent on them anymore. You're in media. And by media, I mean old school media like television, radio, and newspapers. The big triple threat. What was a triple threat in Hollywood? Was what you could sing, dance, and act. Well, there's a triple threat. And not just in the olden days of the glory days of television and radio, but today it's kind of a different triple threat. So in the olden glory days, the golden days of television and radio, the triple threat could write, he could speak, he had a good voice, and he could act. He could have good camera presence, or she, doesn't really matter. Same thing here, because the formats are the exact same. Back then you had newspaper, radio, and television. Now you have blogs, podcasts, and YouTube. And those other two it was a natural progression as bandwidth increased. First it was the written word, and there was only Blogger. Then you had enough to do podcasts. Now we got enough bandwidth, we can do video. Now you guys are bitching and whining because I don't do high def. Now this is high def. Are you guys happy? The point is you are no different than a television station that has radio programs and a newspaper. Here in the Twin Cities, we have Hubbard Broadcasting. I don't think they have a newspaper, but they have radio. They have radio and television. I think channel 45. And I was on a radio show. I had my own radio show, and but you had people that could also do the news. They'd come in from television. They do news on the radio. You have journalists, newspaper people come in and do radio shows. And it's the same thing here. And they didn't make money saying, oh, Google should give us money. What they did is they sold ads. Your newspaper, it's got ads. Now, I think blogs and websites have overdone it, as you've seen, because a lot of these sites, you have to shut it down because your browser collapses because they've put so much advertising on it. But you guys in the YouTube community, you're like television or radio. You could sell ads. The Rush Limbaugh program, there's ads. My site, there's ads. My podcast, there's ads. And I charge $50 a month. I may charge more now that people are finally kind of waking up to this. But that's all you have to do, because you do have the listening audience. Beforehand, Google or YouTube would take all the money, or not all the money, they'd take a heavy cut of the ads and give you a little bit of a piece. Now you get to keep it all. And if you're really good, you got enough of an audience, hey, the Sandman Show is brought to you in part by Asshole Consulting or whatever else. It's going to be Bachelor Pad Economics, but and you tune into my show, I got, what do I got? Hang on. New sponsor. It's a gag gift. Oh, what was it? Hang on. I got it here. Just edited it. Right here, I got my sponsors list. Emu War, Arrowhead Watch Boxes. No, that's not the one. Where did it go? Oh, I have the wrong. Bear with me, guys. Podcast, here it is. The complications of having a large penis. He paid. All right, let's promote you. I got like almost 10 sponsors here. Academic Composition has been with me for a long time. OrionsColdFire.com. I'm not just promoting them because they pay me, but to show you there is economic production and sales and money to be had and made. And yeah, it's kind of a pain in the ass. You got to make banner ads, and yeah, you got to script copy, and yeah, you got to interrupt your podcast. So we bring this segment of the Aaron Clary Show, or not the Aaron Clary, the Clary Podcast, is brought to you in part by, what do I got here? The Quintessentialist.blogspot.com. The Older Brother Podcast, another podcast I run, is brought to you in part by ArrowheadWatchboxes.com. You have done the hardest part, and that is you have built up an audience, a loyal audience that listens to you. Even Roosh, with everyone trying to deplatform, he still has loyal followers and listeners and readers. I'm very curious to follow Roosh to see whether or not he can make it without using any of the big tech monopoly platforms. Because if he can, it shows you where the real power is, and that is in your viewership, your readership, your followership. And I think that is the number one thing to have. Yes, it's convenient to have these platforms, but that's the number one thing. You already have your audience. And so don't get Google's permission to run ads. Go run your own fucking ads. And then we can also help each other out. And this is, again, why I want to applaud Sandman. I've been trying to do this for years. And after a while, I gave up because not only would no one respond, but people were like, oh, fuck you, Claire. You're betraying people. You're making... I'm like, no, I'm saying this is how it is. I applaud Sandman for doing this because it's also going to help other people out. Hey, in the old... I don't want to get too advanced on economics. I would like to barter inevitably, where I'm like, hey, I got an audience, you got an audience. Instead of us exchanging money and having to pay taxes... and that's not even that. I don't mind pay because the money being exchanged is too small. But it's a pain in the ass to have to constantly pay people. Well, I'll pay you. Now you pay me back. It's like, look, how about I just scratch your back, you scratch mine? How about that? But this is, I think you guys should embrace this because now you've cut Google out. Now we can promote our own products. People, there's many entrepreneurs. There's many people that want to, what you think, Palmolive, Colgate was going to advertise with you. Think Abbott Labs was going to advertise. You think Target Corporation was going to advertise with you. They're not going to advertise with you. They're not because you're not beige. You're not tapioca pudding. You guys are interesting. That's the irony, the paradox. Anything interesting or controversial or challenging or unique is going to be banned inevitably by YouTube or demonetized, I should say. And all the ads are going to be ran on are going to be in the most boring ass channels. Think Economic Invincibility. I was listening to him. Any channel starts with, hey guys, and he's wearing a plaid shirt. Nope, I don't want to listen. So I know this may seem bad, but if you guys, not just the MGTOW community, but any other YouTube content creators that get your things demonetized, you worry about it, you want to get serious about it? Okay, why don't you reach out to other people with channels? Why don't you reach out to people who have books, authors, people like me, people like, who else? Rollo Tomasi, Roosh V. I'm sure he'd be happy to run some ads. It's not that hard, guys. It's not that hard. This is not a big setback. I hope it's a wake-up call and people say, hey, you can't rely on YouTube. And hey, I think we can give ourselves a better deal working with each other and running ads. Now, over on the Clary podcast, the Older Brother podcast, my entire online media empire, I got a blog, got 2 podcasts, the YouTube channels, all that other stuff. I do $50 a month. Probably jack it up depending on whether or not there's higher demand. And I'm always looking to run ads on other people's channels. I got my little congregation. I'd like to get more people to check it out. So if you got a channel and sizable viewership, not even sizable, you can scale the pay. You get 1,000 views, you can even get a couple hundred views. Does your entire channel know about my goods and services? They don't? Well, by God, can I give you some money so that you might spend 15 to 20 seconds informing them about my product? It's good money. It's real dollars. I'll pay you because it's going to benefit me. And if you happen to have a product or a service and you'd like to access my roughly, I don't know, you throw everybody in there, what? Maybe 5,000 regulars, very loyal, but 5,000 on a good day if I write something saucy and controversial, but not terribly dark or deep. Maybe I'll get 10 or 15,000 people to set of eyeballs on it. Please, I will take your money and promote you. I am your whore. Look at my videos, Cappy the Whore 4. So anyway, just wanted to kind of clarify things, show you guys where you're at, and show you how to capitalize on the situation, and point out that Sandman is right. This is... You can make lemonades out of lemons. I don't even think you were dealt lemons. I think YouTube's been a lemon the entire time. I think you have an opportunity now, and we've been woken up, and I'm trying to point the opportunity that is in front of everybody. So, God, there's so many channels I'd love to get to and advertise on, but you guys don't fucking email back. Maybe that'll change. Oh, that's what I'm hopefully it would change. But I want to thank Sandman. That was I'm not kidding, Sandman. That was one of the coolest emails I've received. Not that you scripted a great cool email, but it was like, God damn, there's some hustle. Someone got it. So anyway, if you guys are interested, you can contact me. You go to captaincapitalism@blogspot.com, or I guess an easier way would be go to assholeconsulting.com and shoot me an email there. We'll see you all later. Toodles.